What's up guys, welcome to a new video. So in today's video I'll be discussing about grief, death and the loss of a loved one. So if you get triggered by death, trauma and other related certain issues pertaining those situations, I advise that you click off the video. So personally, I actually lost my dad last year, and it's been hard. I can't lie to you. Losing a parent has been one of the toughest things ever, and it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster of emotions. You don't know what exactly happened. Things move so fast, and you get to question a lot of things. So obviously I will not get into details of what really happened, just to protect the privacy of the family. But if you know, you know. I would say this: grief is truly a roller coaster. I kid you not. One day you wake up fine, the next day you're a emotional mess. Like, you just sit there, you look lost, you look hopeless. You question everything. For me, I remember the first week was so difficult. Like, I kept on looking at the clock because growing up, I'm used to seeing my dad coming for lunch breaks, unless he traveled or he had a meeting. And I felt like a part of me went, and whenever I used to go through his photos, I would end up crying. I'll just sit down and, to be honest, I did question God at some point. Let me not lie to you, that thing is not easy. I know most aunties would come and tell you, oh, don't question God, it happened. But at the end of the day, there's always the human perspective towards death. And that's why I don't think if people can realize that, you sit down, you find yourself crying, you find yourself so sad, you find yourself so low. The days you wake up, you don't want to talk to anybody. You just try to suck it in, but it doesn't help. And with death, I came to realize that you never know the impact of death until it hits home. And that's what happened. And let me put quote unquote aunties who want to give unsolicited advice to deal with the grief and the pain. Like, until, let's be honest, you don't know what I'm going through. So please, just your advice, keep it to yourself. Like, it really irks me and it really irritates me. And that thing hits you every single day. I kid you not. It's not just me. It's also my mother. It's also my brothers. And okay, I'll put it in Swahili. Mazoeano ni mabaya. Getting used to something or somebody, or getting attached to somebody or something, is really bad, because if that thing goes away, or that person goes away, the pain left is undescribable. And my parents, thank God, though no marriage is perfect, were married for 33 years. And nothing is ever easy. You have to put in the work. Seeing your mom going through that type of pain is, you really can't, you just left hopeless. That's what I can say. Like, there's that specific hole in your heart. It's like, I can't deal with this. And I remember when we came to bury him, aunties were asking my mom, like, oh, is Sophia okay? Why does she, she's not crying, she's not doing anything. Like, why are you asking her that type of question, yet she's trying to deal with her own certain type of pain? Like, inawahusu nini? the fact that everyone comprehends and everyone deals with that type of pain or grief differently. I know for sure there are people who drink, there are people who do smoke, there are people who just want to use music, but I came to realize it's a temporary type of highness. There are people who pray, people use different methods or coping mechanisms, or even the fact that coming to terms with it, that it has happened, is not easy. I know of a certain individual, I'm not going to mention names, they also lost their dad way back. And it took the certain individual a couple of years to actually acknowledge that the dad is not there with them anymore. And they actually went to the father's grave, and I think you may not come into terms with it 100%, but you know for sure life has to move on, And then with this perspective of people thinking that, are they gonna sustain themselves the same way that the breadwinner, when he was alive? That type of thing, I think it's also in the African type of mentality and thinking. But I can say for this, thank God, the deceased left us at a very good place. People are just so itched. They're so itchy about this whole situation. Like, oh, how are we able to pay your bills? Woman, mind your own business. Like, at the end of the day, if the said deceased did his part, left everything in order, inakusunini if people are paying their bills, if people are living okay, even after the said person has passed on. I literally don't get it. Aunties coming with unsolicited advice. Oh, you should do that. Auntie, mind your own business. Mind your own business. And others are just opportunists. I've seen it firsthand. You just look at people and like, yeah. So you just existed because this man had a payslip or had a paycheck. But sadly, that's life as it is. You can't change it. You just have to change your approach and views of the same people. Like, oh, so this is how you are. Okay. Hi, you're good. Salam alaikum, walaikum salam. And that's it. Because life is one messy, thing altogether. So I'll just say, like, specifically, there's one thing that irritated me the most. Like, most people will be like, oh, if you need anything, let me know. I'll be honest, I hated that statement. Because why should I come for you for help? You know very well, nimepoteza mzazi, I've lost my dad. Why should I look for you for help? And at the end of the day, help is voluntary. I don't want to make it look like it was forced or something of the sort. Aunties, uncles, their guilt killing them that they did not make it for the burial, for the funeral. It's your loss. You did not make it. Don't blame anybody. Blame yourself. So, and the fact that for me it's now it's a 1 year, memorial. It's quite difficult, There's some days, as I said, you sit down, you find yourself crying, you don't know what to do, and it's kind of difficult to process, People start questioning, oh, what you gonna do about this and this, your assets and everything. Like, inawasha nini, inawasumbua nini? Like, mind your own business, mind your life. Get your house in order. Like, we know for sure then the day we are okay. Aunties want to like, oh, what are you doing with your lives? CG, is that your house? Like, some of your houses are burning, but you want to be concerned about our own shenanigans. Stick to your lane. Like, literally stick to your lane and mind your business. Let me tell you, when you lose someone immediate, these things will just happen like so fast. And funny enough, it's either you adapt to it or you get carried away by it. So one thing I can say is that people will automatically change and people will never be there for the long run. At the end of the day, it's gonna be you and your immediate family. That's it, and I can assure you. So personally for me, I write down whatever is in me, my emotions, how I feel. And it's never been easy, but no, it's life. We are here for the, for a short period of time. So what I can say is make the most of it. Call people and tell them that you love them and you appreciate them, and just be you. That's what I can say. Just be you, and don't be bothered about people's opinions, because at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to be losing and not them. So yeah, I've come to the end of this video. So if you liked it, please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the bell so that you get notified whenever I upload. So be part of the the farm, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.